right, so let's go ahead and begin on the mat. And we'll take child's pose. Great pose for our low back and hips to start off. Reach the arms forward, lower the head down. And start with a few deep breaths in and out the nose. And let your hips sink to your heels. And allow your breath to guide you into just more of a relaxed state. And follow your breath all the way in and out. And take a deep inhale and deep exhale. And come up to tabletop. Gentle cat-cows. Inhale, look up, open your throat and chest. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, open, exhale, curl. And these can be small movements too. You don't have to over-exaggerate it unless that feels good. One more round of breath. And then come back to a neutral spine. And we'll look over the right shoulder. Curl on that right side, stretch through the left. Inhale back to center, exhale, curl on the left, stretch on the right. Do that a few more times, side to side. Good, come back to center and just move your hips and shoulders side to side. And then come back to center, tuck your toes under. So from your tabletop position, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're gonna lift just the knees to a hover. Hold there. Feel your core strength and then lower the knees back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Exhale, hover and hold. Lower back down. One more time. Lift and hold. And lower back down. Move your hands up about a palm's length. And then we'll move into downward facing dog. And one knee and the other, pedal it out. Stretching the backs of the legs. Now lift and lower your heels at the same time. Kind of like you're doing calf raises. Keep your hips high. And then we'll lift the heels, bend the knees to hover. Come back up and press the heels down. Lift heels high, bend the knees, hover. Come back up and press the heels down. One more time. Lift the heels high, bend the knees. Come back up. Press the heels down. Slowly walk your hands and feet together. And fold over your legs. If you need to take the feet wider, you can. Option to cradle your arms. Sway side to side. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Feel all that space you're creating in your hamstrings, your vertebrae. You can even stretch your neck side to side. So ear to shoulder, ear to opposite shoulder. Good, fold forward again. One little bend in the knees, brings you up to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Reach arms high again. We'll grab the left wrist and stretch over to the right. Come back to center, cactus the arms. And grab your right wrist, stretch it over to the left. Come back to center, release the arms all the way down by your sides. Bring your feet in a little bit closer, like right underneath you. And we'll lift the right knee up. Maybe you can grab that right knee with one hand or both hands and just work on your balance. You can pull it all the way up and in, or you can go out to your side if you need a little more space, closer to your armpit. Really a great stretch for the low back here. So breathe into that tight spot. Okay, release this side. And we'll switch sides. Peel that left knee up, either one hand or both hands. Draw the knee up and in. Release that side, come back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up, take a full body stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Plant your fingertips down. We're gonna step the right foot back and turn the heel down for warrior one. Get nice and strong through your legs. Inhale, peel the arms up overhead. And just take some nice deep breaths here. Really feel that stretch in your right calf. Good, inhale. And exhale, release your hands down. Step back for your plank. An option to flow through traditional vinyasa, or go with me. We'll take it back to child's pose. Inhale up for cow. Opening the heart. And then exhale, tuck the toes, lift up to your down dog. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward. Walk to the top of your mat. Take your time. Relax over the legs. Curling up to standing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back for warrior one. Left heel plants. Rise up. Deep bend in your right knee. Squeeze your left leg straight. So we're just holding, breathing, noticing the body, enjoying the stretch and the challenge. Release hands down. Step back for plank. And Vinyasa or flow through. Meeting back in down dog. Deep breath in and out. And move the big toes together. And lift your left leg high for three-legged dog. Feel that big split stretch. And then step your left foot through in between your hands. You might need to help it out a little bit. Grab for the ankle. Keep your back heel up this time. And we'll come up for Crescent Lunge. So make sure you don't have a big arch in your low back. Try to draw that tailbone down, belly up. Inhale, float the arms overhead. It's okay to have a little bend in that back knee too, especially if you are feeling any low back tightness. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, lean forward. We'll airplane the arms back. Hold here and get really strong through your left glute. I've learned the more we can get our glutes to fire, the more stress we take off of our low back. I'm gonna put that into our big muscles, our glutes, quads, hamstrings. Okay, bring your right hand down to the mat, or you could even use a block. And inhale, left arm up for twist. Go, release your twist. We're gonna lower the back knee down. So if you need to pad it, you can grab a pillow or fold your mat over. And we'll come into low lunge stretch. So hands on the front thigh. Sink your hips forward. And I want you to do your variation of twist. So for a more gentle twist, just bring your right arm across your lap, left hand reaching behind you. For a deeper spinal twist, you can bring your hands to prayer and go right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Nice job. Release your twist. Bring your hands down to the top of the mat or to your blocks and get that left foot right underneath you. We're going to transition into a standing split. So balance through your left leg, lift your right leg up. And we want to feel the hips even. If your hamstring's tight, you'll definitely feel that stretch through the left side. And then lengthen out through your spine. Go ahead, step your right foot back, step your left foot back, move your pillow out of the way. We will flow through. Remember, you can always skip your flow and just take a child's pose. That's what I'm going to do this time. And when you're ready, we'll go back into our down dog. And reset there. Nice big breath. Big toes together, right leg lifts high this time. Step your right foot through. Help it out if you need to. Find your footing. And then come up to standing crescent lunge. Good. And we'll lean forward, airplane the arms back. Bring left hand down to the mat, reach right arm high for twists. Maybe you can drop your hips a little lower. Release your twist, grab for that pillow if you need to. We're gonna lower the back knee down and come up to our front thigh for a low lunge. And if sinking really far forward like that just isn't in the cards today, you can just stay in a kneeling position where you're creating more 90-degree angles in your legs. Let's add our twist. Left arm across the lap, right hand straight back, or prayer if you did on the other side. Try to slow your breath down. And slow your practice down. Enjoy each pose. And you can release twist, lift your back knee, move that pillow out of the way, step back for your plank, take your vinyasa or relax in a child's pose. And come back up. Okay, step that right foot forward again. And we're going to add in that standing split. So hands out in front of you, grab your blocks. If you need to, extend your left leg back behind you. Really pay attention to your alignment here. And this time, we'll just fold left foot Forward to meet the right. Relax at the top of the mat. Slowly come up to standing. And take 3 deep breaths here. Check in. And we'll add our tree pose. So left leg will be our standing leg. Right foot will come up. Either onto the calf. You could reach down for the ankle to pull the foot up to the inner thigh, just not right on your knee joint. Tree pose provides a great stretch for our hips. Just try to stand tall out of your pelvis. Option to float the arms overhead. And bring your hands back down to either your heart or your sides. We're going to step our right foot back for warrior 2. For open hips, bend into your left knee and extend the arms. So our feet are creating a long line with each other. Left knee is bent over the ankle. Right knee squeezes straight. And we'll reach left arm high for reverse warrior. Great way to create some space in our side ribs. And then switch to extended side angle. And pull yourself up. Straighten your left leg and take a little step in with your back foot. We'll add in our triangle pose. Inhale, reach the arms. Hinge forward over the left hip. Drop down to the ankle or shin. And then reach your right arm straight up from there. Option to look up. Pull yourself up to standing, look forward. One big step forward to the top of the mat. Hands at heart center, pause. Notice right side, notice left. And we will switch to tree pose on the other side. So left foot lifts. And find your balance. Option to reach arms. Hands back to heart center. Step left foot back for warrior two. Opening the opposite direction, right knee bends, left leg straight. When you look down your arms, front and back arms should create a long line. And you should feel like you're trying to hug everything in towards your midline, towards the center of your body. Reach right arm high. Breathe into those side ribs. And switch to extended side angle. Pull yourself up. Take a little step in with your back foot. Straighten both legs for triangle pose. Hinge forward over the right hip. Lower down to the shin and reach left arm high. Option to gaze up towards your left thumb. And pull yourself back up to standing. Look forward. And take a big step forward. Pause at the top of your mat. Then we'll open back up to a wide split. You can face either direction. We'll turn the toes to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Allow your spine to hang heavy. And shift your weight a little bit in your feet. As you rock forward and back, maybe side to side. See if you can roll your shoulders out while being upside down. Just rolling up, back, and down. Release. Come up to standing. And step your feet in. You can turn back to the top of your mat. If you need help with balance for quad stretch, you can reach for a wall or a chair. If you feel comfortable on your mat, we're going to go right hand into the right foot. Little bend through that left knee or standing leg. And you're welcome to stay here. Or you can add on left arm up. Kicking back with the right foot. Keep your shoulders and hips square with the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, release. Shake it out. We'll switch sides. Left hand to left foot. Little bend in the right knee. Option to stay here or extend and kick back. And slowly release this side, shake it out. And we'll take just a little step back with our right foot for pyramid pose. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold over the left leg using the shin or mat or blocks. Remember, you can always widen your base, so widen your feet for extra room to just feel more supported and grounded. Come up to standing without moving the legs. Then we'll switch the feet out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Press through your feet to come up to standing. Step forward. And we'll work on Malasana Squat. So we're going to go heels in, toes out. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to fold forward. Actually, just squat down. So keep your chest up, bend into your knees. Stretching the hips, low back. Breathe into it. When you're ready, take your time to come down to your mat. And we'll just meet right in a butterfly pose. So feet together, knees wide. You can always sit on that pillow if you need. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. And this time, let's tuck the chin. So you're going to curl through the spine a bit more, the cervical spine, so through your neck. It might feel nice to just massage side to side. Go ahead and lift your spine, grab for your knees, and lift your spine up as tall as you can. Just sit up really tall from your sit bones. Good. And then take an easy pose. So you're just going to cross your legs. I'll go ahead and turn towards you. So whatever feels most natural for you, where you can get a nice comfortable seat. And we'll reach one arm up and over for a side stretch. Again, you can play with your neck positioning. Release the side, we'll switch to the other. We come back to center and bring hands behind your back and release fingertips. Squeeze and open your chest, look up. Deep breaths. Go ahead, relax. Now switch whichever foot you had in front. Go ahead and bring that opposite foot out in front. So this is going to be your less natural side, which means that hip is tighter than the other. So you can press down on whichever foot is in front. You can press down on that hip, or really whichever hip feels tighter. You can press down on that thigh without forcing anything. You can also lean forward and bring your hands out in front of you. To stretch the hip. And start to walk your way back up. Now I'm going to turn back to the top of my mat and plant your feet about hip width distance apart. Bring the fingertips back behind you, and we'll move into reverse tabletop. Inhale, lift your hips. Open your chest. Hold there at the top for about 5 breaths. Go ahead and lower down and straighten your legs out in front of you. Roll your wrists out if you need to. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold over your legs. Still give yourself plenty of space to breathe. You can take your feet wider if you need to. You can bend the knees. Come back up to your tall seat. Bend your right knee and open yourself up a little bit on your mat. So you're opening up to the right. Your left leg is straight. We're going to reach down that left leg and then up and over with the right arm. So we have a strong left inner thigh stretch and right side body stretch. And through all these poses, remember to come back to your Ujjayi breath, in and out of the nose. Release and fold over that left leg with both hands looking in towards your left knee. If the angle feels too wide here, then you can close your hips and make more of an L shape. Go ahead and lift back up. So if you're in L shape, you're in a good position to transition into your spinal twist. So we want our hips facing forward. We're going to bring the right foot over the left knee and hug that left leg, or excuse me, right leg in with the left hand and do a gentle twist to the right. And focus more about twisting through your upper body. And then we'll switch our arms out and twist to the left for an open twist. I'll release that side. And we're going to switch sides for that same sequence. So bend your left knee and open yourself up a little bit wider than 90 degrees. Right arm down the right leg, reach left arm up and over. Try to keep your chest open. And breathe. Release and turn towards that straight right leg, reducing your angle if you need to. And fold forward, look over towards that right kneecap. Go ahead and come back up. And we're going to cross left foot over the right knee for spinal twist. Hug with your right arm. Gently twist to the left. And again, you can add any neck stretches in. Okay, we'll switch our arms for the open twist. And release that side, come back to center. And we're gonna come all the way down onto the back. So grab support if you need it. So go ahead and get comfortable on your back. Then with your feet flat and your knees bent, we'll start doing pelvic tilts up, lifting up into bridge, rolling back down the spine. Good. Hold your bridge at the top. Feel your entire backside working. Then lower the hips down. And we'll go into figure 4, right ankle on the left thigh. Grab for your left hamstring or shin. Might feel nice to rock a little bit side to side, massage the hips and low back. And come back to center and focus on your right hip crease. I'll release that side. And we'll switch sides, left ankle, right thigh. Maybe a little rock side to side. You can also do this in a seated position if laying on your back doesn't feel good. Very nice. Release that side. And just gonna windshield wiper your knees side to side. A little more massage there for the low back and hips. Then I'll have you roll onto your right side. And we'll focus more on the upper body with our closed book to open book. So you want your knees bent and stacked on top of each other. And then your hands wrapped around your head. You're gonna open that top arm, reach it back behind you. Breathe into your tight chest, armpit area. And then close back up. And we'll do this several times. On the last one, hold open. You can release your arms out to cactus or maybe even out to T. The biggest stretch here should be in your left pec area. Go ahead and close the side. And while we're on this side, let's do a few clams with our top leg. So you're just gonna open and close that top knee. Let's get 25. Nothing else moves. Good, about 10 more. Good, and then once you finish that, you can press yourself up, or you can just roll right to the other side if you'd like to stay facing that way. Okay, knees and hips are stacked. We'll do closed book to open book. You may notice one side feels tighter than the other. So if you need to do a couple extra on either side to feel more balanced, that is perfectly fine. And we'll hold the last one open. You can go arms to cactus or T. And release that top arm. We'll finish with clams on this side, 25 for the top leg. So we're strengthening that outer hip and glute. Also just keeping things mobile in the hips and low back will be helpful. You should feel some inner thigh strength here too as you continue your reps. And try not to speed through it. Take your time. Should have about 5 more. Good. And then rest. So for Shavasana, you can stay laying on your side. You can also lay flat on your back. And allow your body, your mental mind, your emotional body, all the layers of yourself, let them relax and be as they are. And enjoy the way yoga makes you feel. Tending to your own identity, your own self. Notice how that shifts your energy. Allows you to better show up for everyone else. And slowly take your time to come out of it. And press yourself up. Wiggle fingers, toes. Thank you for being here. Namaste.